country, and welcome to Osceola Valley Central School for Section 7 Class B boys semifinal game between Peru Central School and Plattsburgh High School. Introducing the entire bench of Peru Central prior to their starters. Peru coached, of course, by Chris Mazzella. Peru on the season in the CVAC, 8 wins and 8 losses, 9 and 12 overall. I'm Foxy Gagnon along with Goose Gagnon, Calvin Castine on camera, and Eric Gagnon on stats. Jeremiah Fernia, number 5, one of the starters. TJ Nienhouse, number 11 for Peru. He has had 2 good games against Plattsburgh High School. Ryan O'Connell is the floor general for Peru. Other starters, Josh Ortel and Brian Trombley. Trombley has come on very strong this season for Peru Central. Plattsburgh High School is coached by Kevin Doherty. Introduction of the Hornet bench. Plattsburgh on the season finished at 10 wins, 6 losses, and 10 and 10 overall. The interesting thing is that the 2 CVAC encounters between these 2 teams, Peru Central was the winner in both games. Mike Baruti, one of the Hornet starters. Matt Duquette, they are both seniors. Adam Whitbeck, a junior. Joe Gadway, a senior. And Mike Griffin gets the start. Number 30, he's a junior. Wally Vanderhoff and Steve Chris are the officials for this ball game. Matt Duquette, Hornets in the white home jersey, jumps against Brian Trombley, and the game is underway. Goose, what kind of ball game you looking for tonight?
You're going to see a nice tight game tonight, Foxy. It's going to be close. I think these 2 teams are so evenly matched, it's hard to call, Foxy. First game, Peru 58-51 victorious. Second game, Peru 43-40, but it was nick and tuck the whole game. And hey, let's mention that probably 2 of our favorite coaches are out there. You know, over the years we came to know both these coaches real well. They're 2 well-coached teams.
Peruti gets a shot off. Ball tipped. It'll be Peru ball. In both the Peru victories during the season, Peru came from behind. Plattsburgh, the early leader, but as Goose says, close ball game, and we expect the same once again tonight. Nienhouse dishes it out to Fernia. This is Ryan O'Connell and Ortel. Nianhouse and O'Connell for Peru. Excellent three-point shooters. Duquette to Whitbeck. Gadway comes up high post. Whitbeck shot from the corner is in for two.
Just missed the three there, Boxy. Hey, and all year the Hornets have depended on Berruti to do the bulk of the scoring. He's going to need some help tonight, Boxy.
Plattsburgh strikes first. They lead 2-0. A minute 15 seconds into the ball game. Trombley looking for Ortel down on the low post. Ball thrown out of bounds. It'll be Hornet ball. Full court pressure defense, man-to-man from the Indians. And there is the pesky Peru defense. Ortel, guarded by Griffin, crossed the floor, almost thrown away, and O'Connell...
I'll be over and back.
Over and back. O'Connell walked the tightrope for a moment and just threw it into the backcourt. Plattsburgh 2 and Peru 0. We want to thank Whitbeck Associates for their help. Pete Whitbeck and his staff, and Whitbeck Associates on board as one of our supporters. This is Jeremiah Fernia. Went right off an excellent football season to an excellent basketball season, as did Ryan O'Connell. Whitbeck brings it up the floor. Plattsburgh guarded by Fernia. Berruti in and out on the three-pointer.
How many times today have we seen the ball go in and out, Boxy?
Sectional basketball this season has been extremely exciting. Nianhouse, Duquette gets the responsibility of guarding him. Duquette draws the foul for the push. Too much body on Nianhouse. TJ Nianhouse goes to the line for two shots. Official scorekeeper in this ball game is Laura Gagnon. Scorekeeping for Peru is Rick Bruce. TJ Nianhouse at the foul line.
He's a pretty good foul shooter, Boxy.
Yes, the first time these teams met, he hit 11 of 12 from the line in that game at Peru. He ties it at 2. Full court pressure. Berruti gets it up the floor to Whitbeck. Berruti, and now the Indians fall into a zone. Gadway rebound on Duquette's shot. The one-hander's in. (4-2) Plattsburgh. 3 minutes into the ball game. Nianhouse, Trombley, Fernia, Nianhouse delivers.
Nice move.
4-4. Nianhouse has the 4 Peru points. Gadway and Whitbeck have hit for Plattsburgh. Hornets move the ball on the perimeter and back up top. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Berruti penetrates, shoots on the run, drew the foul. Berruti, a good outside shooter. He hit 27 points the first time these teams met at the Indians' teepee. 4:09 remaining first quarter, tied at 4. David Navarro into the ball game to give Adam Whitbeck a rest.
You'll see some moves now, Foxy. If anybody hasn't seen Navarro play, he can drive, he makes penetration, and he throws them up from any angle.
He's the closest you see to playground basketball, schoolyard basketball, that you'll see in the CVAC.
And he gets the job done.
Yes. He's learned to play with the coaching at Plattsburgh High School over the last couple of years, he's learned to play much more under control. When he first came to Plattsburgh, he had the moves, but he was very much out of control. He has quickness on defense. 6-4 Plattsburgh, midway through the first quarter. Nienhouse penetrates, dishes out for Fernia. Fernia, Nienhouse, and O'Connell will touch the ball many times. Foul on the rebound. I think Navarro gets the foul. Oh, let's see, we're headed up the floor. Looks like the foul was on Trombley, perhaps. Yes, it was. And Mike Griffin will bring it in. Substitution into the ball game as Trombley leaves. Into the ball game is Derek Bazzaio, number 23. Navarro. Peru defense back. Navarro. Gadway. Baruti thought about the three. Inside to Gadway, foul, no shot. Gadway would have rather have the 2 points.
You know, you see Gadway on the street, you don't think of him as a basketball player, you think of him as a football player, Foxy. But he's done a terrific job this year. You know, he's quite a good basketball player. You don't move him under the boards, that's for sure.
Gadway, fall-away jumper off the base of the rim, but Duquette scampers it down. Oh. Duke throws it away. That'll be Peru basketball. No team is led by more than 2. Hornets jumped out 2-0. Peru tied it at 2. Hornets upped it to 4-2. Peru tied it at 4. Fernia. He brings it in. Gadway moved up, and Gadway fouled Fernia. 3 minutes on the clock, first quarter.
And we know Fernia can play football.
Oh yes, so many good football players just move right from football season over to the basketball court, which is quite a different sport and more of a finesse sport, but these guys do it. Fernia makes it 6-5. Calvin Castine on camera. Sort of combined efforts of Hometown Cable and North Country Cable Network joining hands. It's always fun to work with Calvin. This is his 4th game in one day. I'll tell you, I don't know how he does it. And who knows, he might have had bowling in the morning. Did you have anything this morning, Calvin?
My son was in Osceola Valley.
So you were videotaping?
No, I was going to, but St. Alexander's didn't show up, so I got a break this morning at 9. I'll be out there at 9 tomorrow.
Yeah, the camera was on the move early this morning, and here it is, an 8 o'clock game, and he's still at work, and he's traversed Clinton County. Plattsburgh leads 6-5. Baruti, Duquette. Across the floor, this is Navarro. He thought about the jumper, dishes to Baruti. Baruti again shoots on the run. We like to see Baruti get set more for the jump shot, but he drew the foul. 2 shots for Mike Baruti, younger brother of Dave Baruti, who was almost all everything in the CVAC last season. Gadway out and Chris Berto in. Berto, a junior. Berto drew a couple of starts late in the season for the Hornets. The last time we saw Chris Berto play, he ended up a little bit bloody and had to leave the ball game, a cut over the eye.
He had a whole crew of nurses working on him, Foxy. I think there was 4 of them. Unbelievable.
I know, we thought, I mean, it was like the NBA when
they got him back in the game, too.
$5 million player gets hurt. I could see it, but boy, Berto got the royal treatment, and he did. He ended up back on the floor.
4 nurses were working on him at the same time. I've never seen such a thing.
And even Dr. O'Connor came over to check things out. Inside to Bazzaio, the turnaround jumper is good. 8-7 Plattsburgh. starts out just the type of game we imagined.
Oh, nice play by Duquette. Went right underneath, turned around, and used the backboard real nice.
Matt Duquette, who's just a couple weeks away from baseball season, but he's concentrating, he's focused tonight. 10-7 Plattsburgh, 9 else. Oh, beautiful pass to Ortel.
Good look, Foxy.
10-9 at the 140 mark, first quarter. Duquette guarded by Nienhouse. Navarro penetrates. That'll be a foul. They call charge. Navarro for the charge. Excellent defense, Bazayo. Ryan O'Connell double teamed. His dad, Nubby O'Connell, the assistant coach, one of the assistant coaches for Peru Central. Ortel found a place, puts it in, and Peru leads for the first time in this one. At the 111 mark, it's Peru 11, Plattsburgh 10. Navarro brings it into traffic. Griffin for Plattsburgh. Put down the shoulder.
Was that Griffin?
Yes.
Hey, he's come on the second half of the season big time. He'll hustle and he'll be all over the court.
He's been a pleasant surprise for Coach Doherty. 45 seconds, Plattsburgh 12, Peru 11. Navarro, they leave him for the three. That's off the front of the rim. O'Connell there, Peru beats the defense back, and Bazayo puts Peru back up on top. 13-12 Peru. They've led twice. Navarro, 2-on-1. Navarro keeps it and draws the charge. Griffin wide open on the right side. Navarro brought it to the hoop.
He needed to dish it off there, Foxy. He had an open man under there. And
so with a couple of fouls, Navarro's out and Whitbeck is back in. 13-12 Peru Central with the lead. The end of the ball game, Brad Miller for Peru. Miller with the ball, guarded by Whitbeck, double team now. Also in is Jim Beauregard. Bo gets it to O'Connell. 5 seconds. O'Connell hits the three. He just waited like a cat in hiding, and he hit the three at the 4-second mark.
nice kicks right off that backboard, right into the white square, Foxy.
After one, the score on the Whitbeck Associates scoreboard is Peru 16 and Plattsburgh High School 12. First quarter for Plattsburgh, all 5 starters in the scoring ranks with 2, Peruti with 4, however. For Peru, pretty well divided as well in the scoring. Nienhouse with 4 and O'Connell with the three-pointer. Bazayo and Ortel with 4 and Nienhouse with 2. No, Nienhouse, that's 4. Yep, thank you, I said that. 16-12, 15 seconds into the second quarter. 5-second call there. The Hornet defense works. James Belt now on the floor for Plattsburgh. He's number 31. Peru victorious in their first 2 CVAC encounters. This is
nice rebound.
Section 7 Class B semifinals. Belton with the points.
Came up with a big offensive rebound there, Foxy.
Peru by 2. Sean Pertell, number 33, into the game. So 4 reserves out on the floor right now for Coach Mazzella's Indians. Bazayo in the corner, stepped out of bounds. We're at Osable Valley Central School, the Patriots battlefield. And we want to salute our fans of the game, Matt Bazayo, Jason Bazayo, Josh Courier, Jimmy Alger, and Howard D'Angelo. are fans of the game for this one. Whitbeck all the way in, dish to Belton, and Belton with the 4 points in the second quarter for Plattsburgh. Plattsburgh's tied it at 16. Miller, that would have been a deep three. O'Connell open up top, they get it to him. A deep three there, swish!
That was a full three-pointer, Boxer.
It was NBA style three. Oh, I wish they would have had those when we played Goose. Just the thrill of hitting one and the ref puts his hands up. Duquette hit the three! We're tied at 19, our fourth tie of the ball game. Tied at 2, tied at 4, tied at 16, tied at 19. Let me tell you, we got a barn burner already.
Just what we expected.
Oh,
Just what we expected.
sectional play, you can't beat it. As I'm going to go to the foul line. Was that? Nope, no, not a shooting foul.
A foul on Duquette. That's his second, I think.
Substitutions for Peru: Trombley and Fernia back in, Nienhouse back in, or Ortel back in. So looks like the starting five just about are back on the floor. Yes, they are. The Indians starting five on the floor. Plattsburgh with their starting five, except Belton in for Gadway. Whoop, Peru lost it.
Hey, the Hornets are playing great defense here, Boxy, to start the second quarter.
Good pressure defense in the backcourt. Duquette brings it up the floor. And Peru drops into their zone. It's a quick zone. They move. Duquette, long three off the mark. Wally Vanderhoff with the call. Looked like Trombley for the push-off, Peru. That would be a couple fouls on him, and Matt Duquette's going to inbounds it.
Oh, yeah. You can't do that right in front of the referee. You ain't gonna get by Steve Chris.
No, Adam Whitbeck got caught with his hand in the cookie jar there. The push. 5:31 remaining in the first half, tied at 19, Peru Central and Plattsburgh High School. TJ Nienhouse. Batted around, loose ball into the corner. I'm Foxy Gagnon along with Goose Gagnon. Calvin Castine on camera. And the stat man, Eric Gagnon, is along for the ride. He's not too busy right now, but he'll be busy in a minute. Berudi shoots on the run, travel before he bucketed it. Berudi, good for 20 points, about a 20-point average. He has 4 thus far, and they are all from the foul line. Trombley, O'Connell decides to take the three. Ooh, in and out. That was as good as a three. That was almost in there. Nienhouse pulls it out to Fernia.
New clock, Foxy.
O'Connell confident tonight on that three-point shot. Whitbeck steps up to greet him. This is Fernia to Nienhouse. Around the horn we go. Nice drop inside to Ortel. Foul call. While we go to the foul line, we'll have a couple shots. A note from Jack Berudi concerning the cancer patient from Morrisonville, Chelsea Kinbloom, and the benefits that are being held on her behalf. Jack writes, grateful for 2 healthy sons. Fran and I will donate $25 to Chelsea's fund and challenge all our neighbors on Pinebrook Drive, Eileen Drive, and Barcombe Avenue, and all of Morrisonville to help in any way they can on Chelsea's behalf. And so if people would like to meet Jack's challenge and join all of us in best wishes for Chelsea, you can make a check payable to the CVPH Foundation, Chelsea Kinbloom Fund, and mail it to CVPH in Plattsburgh or Call Foxy Gagnon in Plattsburgh, 561-0616 for more information. But a good challenge there, and we hope everything turns out well for Chelsea. It's a 6-year-old from Morrisonville. Peru 20, Plattsburgh 19. In and out and in. Whitbeck now with 4. Plattsburgh up 21-20 as the lead seesaws back and forth. Good look there. Belton fouls Trombley. Coach Doherty with some words of advice for Belton. And Brian Trombley goes to the foul line. Trombley at the foul line for the first time tonight, looking for his first points. He ties it at 21. 3 ties in the second quarter, tied at 16, tied at 19, tied at 21. And Goose, I don't think you expect any team to pull away tonight.
No, I don't.
Great work there by Josh Ortel to put Peru up by a couple. Whitbeck thrown into the hands of Fernia. Jeremiah Fernia will set the offense, gets it to Ryan O'Connell. They're playing tighter defense on O'Connell. Hornets move their zone. Whitbeck got a hand on it. O'Connell retrieved it for Peru.
Oh, what a
found Ortel.
He's a quarterback though, Foxy, in football. That was like throwing a long bomb, and it was right on the mark.
He threaded the needle. Ortel with 9 points in the game, 5 in the second quarter. Belton, charge. That's the 3rd charge called on a Plattsburgh player. And on a couple of those, the ball's gone in. Griffin replaces Gadway for the Hornets. Peru by 4. Their biggest lead of the ball game, a 22nd timeout. The score on the Whitbeck Associates scoreboard is Peru 25, Plattsburgh 21. Number 34 for Peru, Dwayne Godfrey now into the ball game. He joins O'Connell, Fernia, Nienhouse, and Ortel. Peru coached by Chris Mazzella, assisted by Nubby O'Connell and Brent Dennis. Dennis, a great outside shooter and all-around player from Tupper Lake Central. Batted around, it'll be Peru ball under their own basket. 2:32 on the scoreboard. We're in the second quarter. Plattsburgh with 9 second quarter points. Peru also with 9. 4-point lead by Peru. Their match is their biggest. Shot clock runs down. Nienhouse gets it off. Rebound. Godfrey down low. Everybody's on the floor. Held ball called. It'll be Plattsburgh ball. Adam Whitbeck for Plattsburgh High School. He's a junior. Quite a soccer player as well. A goalie in soccer. Equipped with a good foot. Belton. Ball batted away into the hands of Whitbeck. Duquette found an opening, dish to the 3-point area. Baruti with the 3. His first field goal of the night. He now has 7 points, and that cuts the lead of Peru to 1. 25-24 Peru. Nip and tuck battle. Ortel, O'Connell, and Fernia. Pick set all around. Godfrey in the paint. Ortel found Fernia. Beautiful. Double fake, double head fake, and drew the foul.
And Peru's finding that open man under the basket real well, Foxy.
The doc will come up with a prescription for that at halftime.
He's going to have to.
He's going to have to. 1:24 remaining. Berto in. Right now on the floor for Plattsburgh, Berto, Baruti, Navarro, Griffin, and Belton. Jeremiah Fernia at the foul line, Peru Central. Fernia now 1 for 3 from the foul line. And he's 50%. 2-point Peru lead. Just seconds remaining, 10, but the shot clock doesn't say that. The shot clock shows 1 second remaining on the shot clock. So the 10-second call was made, but and fans are pointing at the shot clock. Showed, right, the shot clock was stopped at 26 on the whistle. So Steve Chris, I guess, just with a little quicker count than the shot clock was counting down. Beautiful find again. Griffin there for Plattsburgh to Navarro. 1 minute remaining in the first half. Berto. Navarro. Navarro looks, finds, drops it for Griffin. Foul. Griffin will go to the line for 2 shots.
And that's where Navarro can do it, is when he makes that penetration, he causes, Peru defenders 2 and 3 to come after him. Find the open man. He found the open man. Griffin got fouled, but that's what he's going to have to do.
Mike Griffin at the foul line. Nets that one. And he has an opportunity to tie this one once again. Peru remains 1 point up. 39 seconds and counting. Nianhouse lost the handle, but there is a foul called on Plattsburgh. I think Belton. Yes, it was.
That might be his third. You might have to take him out.
I think Plattsburgh's big men are getting in foul trouble. Do we have that? Let's see. We have Belton with 3, and then Gadway with just 1. Okay, I thought Gadway had a couple. TJ Nianhouse at the foul line. Duquette in and Belton out. Whistle blown. They're going to reset or what? And Wally Vanderhoff coming out to talk to the 2 players. 2 of the players to
And see what was going on.
maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he's asking them about how the hot dogs were in the concession stand. Is that a possibility? Because we're headed in that direction anyway at halftime. Peru by 2. Plattsburgh down the floor. That'll be a foul on either Ortel or Fernia. Fernia with the foul. 2 shots for Matt Duquette. He has a chance to tie it before halftime. 3rd foul on Fernia, unofficially. And a timeout called. Just a 20-second timeout. Goose, a chance for us to mention about some of the great basketball games that have played in the area. We saw one this afternoon between Tupper Lake and Saranac Lake, Tupper Lake and Saranac Central boys basketball. Goose, is that one of the finest games you've seen?
Well, overtime, first of all, let's tell the fans that.
Yes.
And those are the kind of games you hate to see somebody lose because, hey, both teams played their hearts out, they played hard, but somebody has to come out victorious, and, Tupper Lake did. They move on, but you know, what a great game, and we had to work it, and so we were involved in the game a little bit.
Yes.
And we took part in it.
Oh boy, we were focused, I'll tell you.
You better be.
I was focused during that ball game. Goose on the shot clock. I was the timer, and nerve-wracking, but so much fun to be involved in a ball game like that. Geez, even the fans are checking with our stat man. His reputation has spread all the way to Peru. Duke gets second of two drops in, and it's 27-26. Peru lead. 22 seconds on the clock. Full court pressure. They double team O'Connell. They get it to Godfrey. Pass all around. Inside. Nice dish by Beauregard.
Trying to throw it away, Boston.
9 seconds remaining and another opportunity for Peru. Big mistake there.
That's right, and you want to stop them here. Hey, 3 points, going down by 3 points. You don't want to give them some momentum going into the locker room and coming out building on that momentum.
Godfrey dishes inside, knocked away by Griffin. He's pesky. Up the floor, Duquette on the breakaway. Missed the shot. Duquette misses the shot at the buzzer.
You know what I notice a lot? They don't use the glass, Foxy. And why?
It's
there.
It's almost become passe to go up the center of the basket and do the roll, the finger roll. And using the old-fashioned layups that we used to practice hours has almost become passe, Goose.
Well, I think they should go back to the old way, in my book.
Well, Coach Doherty might say that. It's halftime, and the score at halftime on the Whitbeck Associates scoreboard is Peru Central 29, Plattsburgh High School 26. Peru led after one, 16-12. Plattsburgh outscored Peru in the second quarter, 14-13. We're underway, quarter number 3. 16 minutes of basketball to decide the Section VII Class B boys semifinal game. This game's winner will go against Saranac Lake for the Class B championship.
Nice move by Griffin.
Griffin with the bucket. Plattsburgh defense steals it. Baruti right in front of the basket. And it took 30 seconds and Plattsburgh's regained the lead. Pressure D from Plattsburgh. Plattsburgh 30, Peru 29. O'Connell, three-point range. He was knocked down after the shot. And I've never been in favor of fouling someone in three-point territory. But Ryan O'Connell will go to the line for 3 shots. Scoring in the first half, very, very balanced scoring, both teams. Plattsburgh, Duke at 6, Baruti 7, he now has 9. Whitbeck 4, Griffin 3, he now has 5. Belton 4, and Gadway 2. For Peru, Fernia with 2 points. Nyenhouse 5, O'Connell with 6, Beauregard 2, Bazayo 4, Ortel 9, Trombley 1. O'Connell hits a couple. He hits the first 2. And he will look for his third.
There you go. That's why you're not in favor of fouling in the three-point land.
Yes, that's right. When it's Ryan O'Connell and send him to the foul line, it's like giving them a three-pointer. So Peru back up 32-30 thanks to O'Connell's sweet foul shooting. Calvin Castine on camera. I'm Foxy Gagnon along with Goose Gagnon. Eric Gagnon is the stat man. Baseline move, Whitbeck, and a beauty. He ties the score on the Whitbeck Associates scoreboard at 32.
Our bodies like that, Foxy.
Right back is Ortel for Peru. You're right, Goose. I don't remember that we had that many moves, but maybe we have to remember guys like Tom Hurley. He did. Who else? Maybe Bruce Stevens as he moved to the basket. Carl King certainly was a man of many moves. He was king of the hill, that's for sure. Peru by 2. Oh, battle underneath. Trombley will go to the foul line. Navarro wants to check in. 34-32, Peru lead. And Brian Trombley with a chance to add to Peru's 2-point lead. Trombley now 1 of 3 from the foul line tonight. Rebound Fernia, foul called. Belton with a foul.
That's gotta be.
That's 4 now on Belton. So he's out.
That's one of your rebounders. He was having a good rebounding game back there.
So Belton's out and Berto's in for the Hornets. We're at the Patriots battleground, and we've got a battle on our hands between Peru Central and Plattsburgh High School. Peru by 2, they have led by 4. Plattsburgh's biggest lead was 3. .52 on the clock, third quarter. Possession arrow to Plattsburgh, 27 seconds on the shot clock. Berto to Whitbeck. They thought about getting it to Baruti, but Ortel stepped up. Ortel watches Baruti. Baruti rebound, moves it inside, short on the shot. Rebound Ortel, who's doing a bang-up job offensively and defensively. O'Connell to Nienhouse. O'Connell. Whoa, Fernia goes flying. Navarro down the floor, puts it in. Navarro ties it at 34. 8 ties in the ball game. Berto.
That's the easy one there.
You like to have those back. Berto to Navarro. Navarro looked inside for Griffin. Foul called on Fernia, and that's his 3rd perhaps, or maybe 4th. That's Fernia's 4th. So, Coach Mazzella reaches down the bench. He's going to insert Miller and Bazzaio. We have a timeout pending, 20-second timeout. The score on the Whitbeck Associates scoreboard with 4:51 remaining in the third quarter is Plattsburgh 34, Peru 34. Plattsburgh with Griffin, Baruti, Berto, Navarro, and Whitbeck lined up. They dish it out to Whitbeck. Corner Navarro, lost his dribble. Looks like they want the ball in the hands of Navarro. Inside to Baruti, foul called. Not in the bonus. Plattsburgh ball under their own basket. New 35 on the shot clock.
Boy, you know all your rules, Fox.
Now, I've seen a lot of basketball this winter. But you love sectional play. Calvin Castine's going to be covering all 6 sectional final games. Oh, Whitbeck having a nice ball game. Shooting with confidence, and the Hornets are up by 2. Nienhouse takes it baseline, looks around, found the shot.
Didn't use the glove.
Midway through the third quarter, Plattsburgh by 2. Nienhouse with 1 field goal and 3 foul shots in the ball game, total of 5. You know
Nienhouse by Navarro, and he saved the ball from going out of bounds.
You know Nienhouse will be good for some 3-pointers before the ball game's over. Foul called on O'Connell. That is just his first. Berto inbounds it to Whitbeck, across the floor to Navarro. loses the handle. And Peru in a man-to-man defense. Plattsburgh moves it on the perimeter. Baruti, short jumper, it crawled in. Plattsburgh by 4, their biggest lead of the ball game. 3 minutes remaining, third quarter. Miller gets it to Nyenhouse. Knocked away Griffin again. Griffin does that a lot. Griffin pulls up, puts it in.
Timeout, Peru. They need a timeout.
It's the Hornets by a 6-pack. 2:45 remaining in the third quarter. And it's Plattsburgh 40 and Peru 34. Here are your Hornet cheerleaders. Natalie Belton, Jakina Dalton, Kelly Provost, Rhonda Schwank, Jana Dubre, Steve Moose Geddes, who isn't here tonight, Elizabeth Dame, Jessie Dame, Aaron LaFountain, Wendy Zayas, Joanne Zayas, our niece Jennifer Ledoux, Jessica Ledoux, Kelly Champagne, Christina Garanani, and Aaron Dolly, and of course the coach, Ms. Karen Brown. Nice crowd here tonight at the Patriots Battleground, and that's what we've got. 2:45 to go. Third quarter, knocked away. It'll be Peru ball. Dwayne Godfrey into the game. What a football season. What a football career he's had.
Yep. And there's another brother coming up.
You're all right. DJ Godfrey can't wait to play high school sports. Oh, no. Well, we had the angle there, didn't we, Goose?
I didn't agree with that, but hey, I guess he's closer than me. We shouldn't be calling him up here, but
good defense. No matter how you slice it, that's what it equaled. Excellent defense by Peru. Was that O'Connell, probably? Plattsburgh on an 8-2 run right now. Peru looking to get a little closer. Godfrey inside, not enough on it. Ball bounces loose. Navarro there. Hornets by a 6-pack. 1:50 to go in the third quarter. Berto to Griffin. Griffin. Bounce for Berto. Tip. Foul called. That one called on Nyenhouse. Second foul on Nyenhouse. I'm looking at the Plattsburgh scoring, and Baruti with 11 points now in the ball game. Whitbeck with 8. And we haven't seen much of Matt Duquette since halftime. Chris Berto nets that one, and Plattsburgh, with the jump in the third quarter, has pulled up by 7. The winner heads to the Class B Section 7 final game against Saranac Lake.
Navarro tried to tie him up and caused the Peru guy to really travel.
A minute 38 remaining. Whitbeck looks, gets it to Navarro, slicing down the middle.
Hey, he had about a tenth of a second left, Foxy.
Plattsburgh with 17 points to 5 for Peru in this quarter.
Steal by the Hornet.
Hey.
Well, Foxy, you said the doc was going to come up with a prescription. I think he did.
A minute 5. Plattsburgh keeps the ball on the perimeter. Navarro to Baruti. Block called as Baruti headed to the hoop. That one may go on Bazayo, number 23. Nope, 43-12. Well, too hard to tell. Nevertheless, 58 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Berto brings it in for Plattsburgh. He looks, and there's Navarro again. Nice pass to Berto. Berto gets it to Griffin, who shot it. Changed his shot. You don't do that. If you get blocked once in a while, okay. But go strong to the basket. Plattsburgh by 9.
Nice one.
Bazayo won't fall. Nienhouse won't fall. Peru led 32-30. Since then, Plattsburgh's on a 13-2 run. To Griffin. Missed the shot. Oh,
He did some
O'Connell. He is good. Nienhouse, the turnaround won't fall. Big, strong rebound inside. Wouldn't fall for Pertel. Bazayo. Peru hasn't quit hustling. The shots aren't falling. 11 seconds remaining.
They're only down by 9. They can cut it a little bit here. They're not out of the game. We're talking a whole quarter here.
No.
Foxy, definitely Peru will make a run at this deficit.
Remember, I said it earlier, now I'll say specifically, Nienhouse is good for 2 3-pointers in the fourth quarter.
Okay.
Derek Bazayo at the line, and again, nothing falling for Peru. Just 5 points, a basket by Ortel, and 3 foul shots by O'Connell when he was fouled in three-point land. Bazayo gets that one, 43-35. 6 seconds, jumper Baruti, rolls in. Steal, buzzer, one ball. Whitbeck wanted that one. A big third quarter for Plattsburgh High School, and after 8 minutes to go to the finals. The score on the Whitbeck Associates scoreboard is Plattsburgh High School 45 and Peru Central 35. Here we have enjoying the game Earl Burnell. Let me tell you, one of the top CVAC officials, Section 7 officials, Earl Burnell, enjoying the ball game, and we salute Earl. Longtime teacher in Beekman Town Central, and let me tell you, nice to see Earl at the game. Quite an athlete in his own right. The shot from O'Connell. 3! Here comes Peru. The full court pressure D. 45-38. Those threes loom big.
Oh, they sure do.
O'Connell in the ball game now with 3 3-pointers. Navarro almost traveled. Some of the fans thought he did. Baruti tries to hit the 3 from the side, gets his own rebound, dishes it out to Whitbeck and to Navarro. Navarro on the run, scoop shot, drew the foul.
One thing Plattsburgh better not is, coming into this quarter, well, we're up by 10, we can relax a little bit. They better not, because Peru's going to make a run at it.
Oh, Goose, good crowd here tonight. They're noisy. Cheerleaders are noisy. And Section 7 time brings out those big basketball fans. All you have to do is just scan the crowd and you see all the fans, big North Country fans. We're talking about people that are just near us. The Dumonts are here, the Nienhouses, the Jay LePage is here. He's got a ringside seat, I'll tell you. Navarro hits 1 of 2. Navarro with 5 points in the ball game. It'll be Plattsburgh ball.
Yep, break for the Hornets there. Now let's see if they take advantage of it.
Peru moved back to the zone. Hornets move it on the perimeter. Navarro hits a big 3.
Is it a 3?
It's a 2. Oh, 2. Doherty wanted the 3. It's a 2, and it's 48-38. I thought it was a 3, but definitely it was not. Travel here. That's a rare thing.
And defense, good defense by the Hornets, a double team and caused that.
Right. And O'Connell to travel, a very, very rare. I didn't travel a lot when I played Goose.
Only if you slipped.
If I slipped, then it would be a travel. But you know who else is here? Derek Ailey and Mike Ailey, father and son, watching this game. It's good to see the Aileys. Derek says he's keeping pretty busy with his school studies. Navarro, baseline J. Hornets by a dozen. Peru needs some of that patented outside three-point shooting. These teams are very interesting. No dominant big men inside. Neither team has a dominant big man. Pertell doing a bang-up job, but what is he, about 5'10"?
Yeah. Hey, they're working hard. Both teams are. They're playing their hearts out. Hey, during the season, they played their hearts out, both teams, and it was close.
That's right. In Peru, Peru wins it 58-51, and then at the Hornets' nest, Peru wins it 43-40 with a big fourth quarter.
I'll tell you what, Peru misses some key foul shots, at the end of the third quarter, the beginning of the fourth, they're important, those foul shots.
Pertell, 0 for 2 there. Tough night at the line for the Indians overall. Up high for the rebound, Ortel. Ortel down the floor. Navarro stuck the arm in. Why bother to do that?
And that's going to be, how many on him?
4 on Navarro. That matters. Navarro stays in the game. Coach Doherty talking things over with assistant coach Craig Berto. They're going to bring Matt Duca into the ball game. I'm not sure why he hasn't been out there. Now, I'll say this. He hit his hand hard a couple of times right before at the sound of the buzzer when he missed a shot at halftime, and not sure if he hurt his hand. Ortel gets it. It hit the wire, but it counts, says Steve Chris. They hit the wire, but it still counts. Chris says yes, no question about it, and it's 50-39. Hornet fans say, hey, it hit the wire. And we thought that made it dead ball.
Look at that.
Whoops, foul there. As Griffin dove for the ball. Both teams are gutty, hard driving teams. Fourth foul on Griffin. So Hornets in foul trouble. Navarro with 4. Griffin with 4. Belton with 4. This game far from over.
20-second timeout for the Hornets.
Also assisting for Plattsburgh is Mark Searles, we'll say that. Assistant coach, and did we mention the Peru assistant coaches, Nubby O'Connell and Brent Dennis. Mr. and Mrs. Jim Baker are here. Jimmy Earl is here. The Dupreys are here. Of course, the whole Duquette gang and the McNally gang, they all get together for this ball game. Let me tell you, I'll tell you, the whole game, the McNallys came out to watch this one. The Dupreys, you can't go wrong. You got the Duquettes, the McNallys, the Dupreys. There's some sports.
There's some good athletes in that group.
Oh boy, talk about sports fans. And could these people play? Those are names. TJ Nyenhouse can't cash in. Peru missing from the foul line. Oh, those make Coach Mazzella reach for the Tums. 5:35. Lots of time for Peru, no question about it. Plattsburgh has to play solid basketball for the final 5:25. Trip there, Duquette lands hard. O'Connell there, nice gesture, Ryan O'Connell, but he's one of the class ball players of the CVAC anyway. We all know that.
Those two, I bet you, play American Legion baseball together. Would you? I think so.
There's a good bet on that one. Peru is 12 for 24 from the foul line.
That's what you like, Foxy, 50%?
50, I like that, but not if I'm Coach Mazzella.
It's got to be 75.
You want 75. Duquette hits that one. Plattsburgh seems to be shooting very well from the foul line. Those stats courtesy of Eric Gagnon, the stat man, of course. The last time this game was tied was back at 34. So since then, it's, oh my, I can't do that math. It's since the tie at 34, it's Plattsburgh 18 points and Peru 5. Plattsburgh is 10 of 14 from the foul line. Thank you, Eric. I'm looking for a 9-house 3 right here.
Here's the rebound, Berto.
He'll hit 2. Foul called. Of course, the Barudis are at this game, and the Pasties, and our friends Dick and Sally Tremblay are here. Let me tell you, great to see them. Mike Griffin at the foul line. Plattsburgh up by 13, a baker's dozen. Peru up the floor. That's what I'm looking for. Nyanhouse just can't drop it. Scooped up. If I'm TJ Nyanhouse, I'm going to shoot a couple more threes. I know he's feeling a little frustrated. Castine on camera, always great to work with. Calvin, the godfather of videography in the North Country. Covered thousands of events over the past years and 1,000 more ahead. You know, for no big guys, this has been a pretty rough ball game.
Pretty physical, yes. Doc wanted a charge on that one, figuring, hey, there's 4 or 5 calling against PHS, his team, you know, why not the other way?
Josh Ortel at the foul line. Peru did bring up a couple of junior varsity players, Joel Butchino and Chris Tremblay. They're up with the big boys and in uniform should they be needed. Ortel hits that one to make it 52-40. Peru with 4:40 to get back in it. Navarro in, remember he has 4 fouls. Griffin with 4 fouls steps out. Players for Plattsburgh who haven't seen action, Trad Levitt, and also Pasty, Bilo, and Benjamin. Tipped around, Nyanhouse inside, Navarro got a hand on it. Bazzaio inside, Navarro got a hand on it.
I'll tell you what, Navarro, he might have 4 fouls. He doesn't change his brand of playing.
No.
He still goes all out. And I think you got it, Foxy. I know you have 4 fouls, but hey, why change your game?
You don't want to play tentatively.
That's right. And he did, and he made 2 blocks. Clean block.
Okay, Adam Whitbeck will go to the foul line. And it's a 1-and-1 situation. The next one would make it the double bonus. 1-and-1 for Adam Whitbeck. His first trip to the foul line tonight. Plattsburgh by a dozen. Nyanhouse, O'Connell, looks. Fernie Peña penetrates in traffic. Shot wouldn't fall. Bounced around. Whitbeck stepped up and got it. Berto. And Whitbeck brings it up the floor midway through the fourth quarter. The winner goes to the finals against Saranac Lake. Stolen Peru. 4 on 2, but O'Connell slows things down. Nyenhouse looking to hit from the outside. That one's in. It's a two-pointer, but it brings Peru within 10. 3:40 remaining. Don't count Peru out. Duquette pulls up, passes on the shot. This is Navarro. Coach Doherty wants to use the clock.
I say, yeah, I think they should work for a good shot. Oh my.
Almost went in. Almost one for the highlight tape there.
That almost went in. It got bounced off the floor, almost went up good.
The fans are chuckling about that one.
Even Coach Doherty's chuckling.
Yeah, yes they are. They're having a good laugh on the Hornet bench about it. And I'm sure through his years, Calvin Castine has seen quite a few shots. We saw one last night where the ball stuck right in the corner of the basket. Barudi's shot won't fall.
Rose about that. He said he was going to jump up and tap it out, but he figured to let the girls get it, you know.
Yeah. Mike Barudi hits 1 of 2. The clock hasn't started. Oh, there it goes. Nyenhouse. That's one of them. That's one of them. And the lead is cut to 8 just like a snap of the finger. 3:11 on the clock. Let me tell you, we got a barn burner. The score on the Whitbeck Associates scoreboard is Plattsburgh High School 53 and Peru Central 45. 'Nyenhouse hits 1 of the 2 that I promised he would hit. Barudi to Duquette. 3:04 remaining. Hornets by 8. Duquette will go to the foul line for 2 shots. Belton back in with 4 fouls, and Berto steps out.
Berto did a good job in the boxing.
That was the 5th foul on Jeremiah Fernia, and Coach Mazzella will get his team together for the 30 seconds he has to replace Jeremiah Fernia, who has fouled out. The Peru players who have not seen action yet, Jason Curley, Sam Porofsky, and Adam Dubé. And of course the junior varsity players, well, they're not any longer. The new men on the team, Joel Buccino and Chris Trombley, 2 strong players from the junior varsity squad, and they'll make an impression on the varsity level next season. Let me tell you.
I got moved up when I was in high school. Did you know that?
When?
Your senior year. Your last game.
They put you on varsity?
Yeah, one of the varsity players did show up, and they needed another guy to dress up, so I got the dress up box.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Did you get in the game?
No, I didn't. I got the lead out. I was behind you.
Behind me. I led, yeah. Matt Duquette hits that one. 54-45.
I remember that game. Didn't you have 25 points in there?
Was it late in the season?
Who was your last game?
Yes. Thank you for saying that, Goose. That was my best game. 55-45. Now Peru rolls the ball up the floor. Plattsburgh rushes after. Ryan O'Connell. You don't start the clock until it's touched, so you roll the ball up, save a few seconds on your journey. Peru down by 10. There's the Nyenhouse 3. Oh, that one hit the wire. That one hit the wire, no call. Barudi with the rebound. I'll tell you.
maybe in the battlefield here, that it's the wire, it's in play.
Anything goes. Let me tell you, Goose, if the Hornets win this one, it's an all-around team effort like I've never seen. There's been no dominant Hornet by any means. It's been an all-around team-played ball game. We get to the hoop, foul called. That one's on O'Connell. Just 2:19 to go.
That's right. And we'll go back to what we talked about last night. What is it with these 3 games in a season?
Yes, we did want to mention that, Goose. That's absolutely right. Because when you have teams evenly matched, it seems like there's a jinx. It's very difficult to beat a team 3 times in one season. Matt Duquette at the line. The Seton Catholic girls had lost twice to Plattsburgh, one time by 20 points. They went into the sectionals, and in the Section B semifinal game, Seton Catholic with the 1-point victory over Plattsburgh High School. 56-45, Plattsburgh. Inside to Ortel. Rebound Navarro. Good defense Belton. Technical foul called, I think, on the Peru bench. I'm not sure.
You're right.
And Coach Doherty selects Mike Baruti to go to the foul line. From the foul line tonight, Baruti is 5 of 6. He shoots a couple technical foul shots. 57-45. While looking over the Plattsburgh crowd, I did neglect to say the Niles are here, and the Niles are here along with Adam Niles, home from college at St. Mike's, and nice to see Adam Niles, former standout for Plattsburgh High School 2 years back. Under 2 minutes, Hornets by a dozen.
And I think Peru's got to start fouling, and hey, make the Plattsburgh High score from the foul line.
Yes, because Duquette took it in for almost an uncontested layup. We'll look over the points in the ball game as quick as we can. 1:35. There's the other 3.
Boy, you know your players, Bob.
Oh, I called that one.
Scout them all year.
I just had the feeling, Goose. Timeout with 1:32 remaining in the fourth. The score on the Whitbeck Associates scoreboard is now Plattsburgh High School 59, Peru Central 48. We've got a feeling we'll see a few more fouls. They went for the steal and fouled Baruti. Scoring a big fourth quarter for Matt Duquette coming off the bench. I don't think he played in the third quarter. 7 points, 5 from the foul line for Matt Duquette. He now has 13 in the game. Mike Baruti with 8 in the second half, 15 in the ball game. David Navarro with 9 all in the second half. Whitbeck with 8 at this point. Griffin with 7. Belton with 4 first half points, and Chris Berto with a point, and Gadway with 2 points. 60-48. And a baker's dozen is the lead now for Plattsburgh. Again, there you go. 1:30. The long-range shot, glances the rim. Nice save, Ortel to Nyenhouse. Blocked by Navarro. Duquette up the floor. Foul called on Nyenhouse. Peru scoring in the ball game. Credit Fernia with 2. Nyenhouse, his 3-pointers, 8 points in the fourth quarter, and now 13 in the ball game. Ryan O'Connell with 12 points. Beauregard 2, Bazayo 5, Ortel 13, and Trombley 1. With 1:16 remaining. Plattsburgh just didn't let up. A big third quarter, outscoring Peru 19-6 in the third quarter, and Peru hasn't been able to put much of a dent in that lead. They cut it to 8 at one point.
And the Hornets made their adjustments that they had to make at halftime. Here's another three-pointer. Oh, that was in and out.
Foul there, O'Connell on Navarro.
And, came out, played a terrific second half, and Coach Dougherty's got to be tickled to death the way his Hornets responded, in this game.
In the fourth quarter, Plattsburgh with 18 points and Peru with 13 thus far. But a win means Plattsburgh goes against Saranac Lake. That should be a real battle for the Section 7 Class B championship. Navarro hits 1 of 2, 64-48. House hits that too, 64-50.
Got a foul right away.
You have to foul, but Peru may run out of time. Just 49 seconds remaining.
And the Hornets have been making their foul shots. But like you stated, Foxy, all-around balanced scoring attack for the Hornets, and that's what they had to do. You can't depend on one guy to do all the scores game in and game out like they've always counted on Baruti to do.
That's right. It was always important. I mean, when Baruti's scoring 24, 27 points, it was always important that, hey, let's shut down Baruti and you could beat the Hornets. But what has happened is, late in the season at different times, and especially here tonight, other guys have stepped up and helped out with the scoring, and that's been a real key. Adam Whitbeck with a nice ball game tonight, 65-50. Hornets with the lead, 40 seconds on the clock. Trombley will take the three. He was left alone, and that's in and out. They should check that rim because there's been a few of those tonight for Peru.
36 seconds. Hey, and don't let this game take out of the way what Peru has accomplished this year. Hey, good group of athletes there on this Peru team. They've had a fine season, and they'll go on to have other great teams, and some of these kids, the seniors, going to college and all that. But hey, they're a good group of guys still.
Yes, as you said, they're one of our favorite teams. We have a lot of respect for Coach Mazzella. He works the AAU program as well, and he's a real hard worker, a well-respected coach in the CBAC, and we enjoy watching his teams play. They're full of a bunch of fire plugs. There's Ryan O'Connell rounding out a great basketball career.
And get the big hug from Coach too.
Yes, appreciated by the coach, appreciated by the fans. His dad, who won't be one to show emotion, and Nubby O'Connell along the sidelines as an assistant coach. And Nubby's not one to show a lot of emotion, but you had to know he always had a lot of pride in the accomplishments of his son. Now it's on to baseball for Ryan. Just 20 seconds remaining in the semifinal game, Class B. And it's always true as a senior closes out their career. It kind of touches you in the heart. I'll never forget my final basketball game. Goose, you're right. Yep. I had a great game. It was my best game that I ever played. And we lost by a few points. And you go in the locker room. I stayed in the locker room. I didn't want to leave because I knew it was my last basketball shower. And I stayed. I took a shower like through halfway through the next ball game before I would come out. You just don't want it to end. Mountain with the shot. Rebound Trombley. Knocked around, just 3 seconds on the clock. Great officiating job by Steve Chris and Wally Vanderhoff. They worked their whistles off in this one.
Big victory for the Hornets, Foxy. Congratulations to the Hornets. They go on to the championship bid in the B division, and hey, whatever you can get at the finals, you know, you got to be happy.
I want to thank Calvin Castine for his work tonight. Always great and fun to work with Calvin Castine. It's his 4th ball game tonight, so I'm going to close quickly. Thanks to Eric Gagnon on stats, Goose, my partner, for all the work. And let's see, we close with the final score. Plattsburgh High School 66 and Peru Central 50. Thanks also to Whitbeck Associates for their support. This is Foxy Gagnon on behalf of all of us. That's the way it was on February 28th, 1998, the last day of February from Aux Sable Central. Good night, North Country.